Hello everyone, welcome to another podcast episode. My name is The Star and I make and sell crochet gifts for everyone. And my business is The Star Crochet. So it's been a while since I've done another podcast episode. I know I moved and it's going very well so far. And it's the 3-month trial, but it's going good so far. And I have, on this podcast episode, I talk about things like what I have been up to, any works in progresses, and finished objects. And that's about what I'm all going to cover today. What I've been up to is that I am getting ready slowly for the farmer's market here. It was Prime Day. Well, it's like Prime Weekend or Prime Week, whatever. And so I was able to purchase a tent yesterday. And I just need that to be shipped in. But so a tent for the market. And then, last Sunday we weren't able to go to the farmer's market because they had a festival going on for the 4th of July. But that's the same place where the farmer's market will be. And so we're going to try again, hopefully this Sunday, so that way we can get a feel of how it goes. And it's really awesome because I heard that there's like live music there every time, and there's food trucks, and then there's the market tents. And I really like that when it comes to selling at a market, because the market that I sold at back in North Carolina, there wasn't live music. It was just a small farmer's market, and so I feel that this farmer's market will be much better, because this is what happens at this farmer's market that we're getting into now, hopefully, is that I try to get into that type of farmer's market back in North Carolina, but they were always at capacity, and they didn't care to let other artists or crafters or anybody else try to sell there. They always told everyone, oh, we're at capacity, and it's like, you don't want to switch out anyone? Okay. So I'm just having high hopes when it comes to this farmer's market. It should be able to do. They should have openings for us. And that's what I've been up to. Now is the finished objects. I have quite a bit of finished objects. I have 3 finished objects, and I want to show you guys the first finished object. And this one right here, it's another pattern that I had purchased on Etsy, and they said the same thing when it comes to I can sell it, I just can't claim the pattern as my own, or claim the design as my own, or sell the pattern, or anything. So let me show you guys. Mushroom guy, and he's pretty big too, and his hat keeps falling off. And this is the way that I was shown on the pattern. It was a PDF file, and this is the way that I was shown, told to make his hat right here, but it keeps falling off. So anyway, this is the mushroom guy. He's really big, and so there goes his hat again. Okay, and so this is the back of him, and then this is the front of him. And I'm thinking of tying this together, this part and this part together all around, so that way his hat doesn't keep falling off. Because I love the way it looks, and you can see the circles of the mushroom right here, and I just don't want his hat to fall off. Yeah, we have dogs here, by the way. I just don't want his hat to fall off while I'm trying to sell him, and then, I don't want the customers to come back and be like, oh, something's wrong with this hat. Well, that's just the way it is. But he's pretty tall, and I'm thinking of selling him for $40 or $50, because this took a lot of polyester fiber fill. This took a lot of time, like just in general, it took a lot of time. So, and the size that he is, I'm thinking, that's why I'm thinking 40 or 50. And that is the first finished object. I'll set this guy over here. The second finished object is, I think I've shown you guys before in the previous podcast video. I know it was 2 weeks ago and I'm sorry about that, but I made a purse for myself. And so this is not it. I made a beige purse for myself, and so this one is purple though. And I believe I've already told you guys how I had bought this pattern on Etsy as well. And you know, the same thing where I can sell it, I just can't sell it as my own original pattern. I cannot sell the pattern itself. And yeah, this is the bag. It has a bunch of baubles on it. As you can see, this side has like a, right here, it goes down like that, and then here is the front and the back. And then it's just a handbag, like you just hold it like this, or you hold it like this. And this is the second finished object, and oh, the yarn weight that I had used for all of these projects so far is worsted weight, and that is the yarn weight that I will continue to work on with these projects. So the third finished object is another bag, another handbag, and I have these. It's the same pattern that I worked with. And the front and the back, and then the sides. And so here's the inside, by the way. It has no pockets, but it's fine. It's nice to work with. And so I'd sell these bags each $30 or $40. Maybe 30. And that is all the finished objects I have. I want to include something real quick that I found at the Amazon store, and it's the type of store where it's all Amazon returns, and you can only you cannot open the boxes in that building. You have to buy the box first because it's considered tampering. And so yeah, and I found this right here. This is so cute. So I want to use, oh, another finished object. Okay. I didn't see that. Okay, so this is what it looks like on the inside, and this is pretty big basket right here. I want to use this basket because I want to have it at the farmer's market and have, you know, put like my turtle bugs in here or something. And I want the customers to be able to just, you know, get their hands in there and check it out, and just a way to have the customers come to the market like, oh, there's a bunch of stuff in there, I want to see what it is, you know. So, and the final finished object is this bag right here. It's another bag, and this one is like in a denim blue kind of way, and same thing, the same price, you know, $30 or $40. And so that is all for the finished objects, and now is the works in progresses. I have 2 works in progresses that I am willing to show. I have the other work in progress that I'm not going to mention, that I'm not going to show, is the sock that I'm knitting. I want to give knitting a break for a little bit, and that is because coming up soon, right after this video, like sometime after this video, I want to upload a yarn haul. I went shopping at Hobby Lobby for some yarn and I got a good hit. So anyway, the works in progresses. I have 2 works in progresses, and the first work in progress is a custom order. It is my best friend, my childhood best friend, still my best friend. She wanted to order this purple and black dragon, and it is going to have white horns and gosh, what else is it? White wings. So this is what it looks like so far, and I have not sewn in the eyes yet, and I am on the part where I'm working on the spikes all along the back and up to here, and then I will work on the horns, the wings, and then the eyes. So this is what it is so far. And it's going to be a dragon, by the way, if you weren't able to tell. And then my second work in progress, let's see, a little backstory about that. So I now go to, what is it called? It's like a crochet group at a church, and I go with my aunt, and it's every Tuesday. And so I am working on a project for the church group. So this is not going to be something I'm going to sell. It's just straight for charity. It really is. And with that group is that the organizer, the main person that holds the group, she finds all of these different kinds of charities under the name of that church that we will all donate to after, and we meet once a week. And so I don't know what specific project this is for, but this is going to be a shawl. And I'll show you guys the yarn that I'm using, and it's typically a really good yarn that they have there at the crochet group. It's in the church. It's yarn is given to us. It is like we get to pick out how much yarn we get to work with every week. And so this is Nipix. This is a nice yarn, by the way. I haven't worked with this kind of good yarn yet before, and I love it. And so let's see, the last time they received a bunch of yarn, it was because of a lady nearby, her yarn store didn't work out in the end, and so she donated a whole bunch of yarn to the church. And so this time, same thing. I think it's the same lady, but she just keeps donating, increments of massive amounts of yarn at a time. And it's just amazing the ways that that church is able to receive more yarn. Just how all these different things keep coming up, and it's like, well, we're good for more yarn now. We don't have to buy our own yarn to work on the projects for the church group. And so I'm very excited about that. When I first heard that, when I came to visit here back in, I think it was December, and my aunt told me about that, and I was like, I want to join because of how we don't have to buy our own yarn. It's expensive now, and it used to not be like that. And so that is the works in progresses. And yes, like I said before, the yarn haul video will come up shortly after this, because I will be recording the yarn haul video right after I record this video. And if you have made it this far in the video, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification bell so you're always notified of all the videos I make. My Etsy is still on vacation mode. I'm actually thinking about just deleting my Etsy, at least having no listings available, because I want to technically start over again. And if you have noticed in the intro of the video, my new logo, it has yet another rose, the 9th rose on the very bottom center. And so if you remember when I explained the roses mean on my logo, it means that is the number of times in my life that I have started and restarted my business. So this is yet the 9th time, hopefully. Hopefully this will be it. I have a plan for all of the things that I crocheted, like all the clothes and stuff that I've crocheted back at my parents'. I kind of want them to donate all of that to like a Goodwill or something like that. And I'm okay with it, because I've done it so much now. If you recall seeing in the previous videos of like the background where it has a whole bunch of boxes, big boxes, all of that is crochet, what I used to call crochet inventory, but I want all of that donated. So I don't mind starting over again. I was able to bring all of my plushies that I have worked on over at my parents'. I was able to put it in a vacuum seal bag, seal the bag, and put it in my suitcase and another bag when I moved over here. And so I'm okay with what I was able to bring. And anyway, so the Etsy is not available still, but you can check out my Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. And that is it. Thank you for watching, everyone. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next time.